What's going on, everyone? My name is and today we're taking a look at Zack Snyder's Justice League, the film that for years people have been demanding to get released. They've been wanting to see Zack Snyder's version of Justice League because back in 2017 he had to step down because his daughter had passed away, so he left, and as a result of that, the studio brought in Joss Whedon. He ended up doing exactly what they wanted him to do, make the film more lighthearted, make it funny. And as a result of that, the film ended up being terrible. So ever since then, people have demanded the Zack Snyder version, and we finally got it. There's been so much hype build up for this film. People got so excited when they saw the trailer. People, have been waiting to see this film. I, of course, have kept my excitement down because I didn't want to end up being disappointed with this film like I was with the last film. So, with that being said, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Was it better than what we ended up getting back in 2017? Let's go over it then, shall we? So, the story for this film is basically like the 2017 one where Darkseid's forces are coming to Earth. They're looking for the mother boxes. Batman, Wonder Woman find out about this. So they have to bring this team together so they can fight against Darkseid's forces and save their world. So, 2017, it felt like they were trying to rush everything out. They were trying to rush through the story. Here, they took their time. They took their time telling the story. They took their time keeping you hooked on everything that's going on from the beginning, middle to the end. And what I love about the story is that we get more development. We get more development for the characters who weren't given enough time on screen, or were just there for one scene and then they just appear out of nowhere to somehow play a bigger role. So I love the fact that the story takes its time, keeping it well paced. Yes, it's long, but it still does a great job keeping it paced, keeping you hooked on everything that's going on, and they build this up all the way to this big finale at the end. So I like the fact that they did a great job with the story and how it was way better than the original. And yeah, there were still some attempts at trying to make it a little very serious. But it's still not bad. I still like the story, and despite it being long, it's still a very good story, and I pretty much appreciate the fact that they were able to explain everything a lot better than they did in the original. And I also very much enjoyed the flashback where we see the gods, the Atlanteans, Amazons, and men fighting together against Darkseid's forces. I'm glad they were able to extend that, even give us a little bit more of the future that Batman saw. That I also appreciate as well. So we get a little, so there's more at stake here. It does feel like there is more on the line here, especially with Darkseid's forces, who are a much bigger threat here than the original. Alright, so that being said, what about the characters? How did they all do? Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, Ray Fisher, Jason Momoa, Ezra Miller, all did a great job with their performances. Although Henry, I will say this: Superman, this is a little spoiler. It takes a very long time to get to him, which is fine. I actually didn't mind that at all, because you get the sense of dread for what our characters are going through because they're pretty much exhausted. They're getting their asses kicked, and they feel that without Superman, there's really nothing they can do to stop their bad guys. I love Bruce Wayne here. I felt like he's gotten a lot more developed here than he did in the 2017 film and even the Batman v Superman film. Gal Gadot, I love her as Wonder Woman. She is such a great actress. I felt like in this film, Ray Fisher, Jason Momoa, and Ezra Miller got more developed than they did in the 2017 film. We know that Aquaman, thanks to Jason Momoa, was great in the 2018 film. But here, it was great to see him and making his character look so much better than it was in 2017. Ray Fisher, I love him as Cyborg. Ezra Miller, despite how people feel about him, I know I feel a little bit different about him now. He did a great job as Barry Allen as Flash. There are times when he can be a little bit annoying, but he gets more developed here, and you understand why he's, working hard to try to solve his mother's death, and also trying to save his father as well. So I love how they did a great job with that. And all the other characters who didn't get a lot of airtime as well, they did a great job with their performances too. I love how well this film did in giving all these people a lot of development, especially Darkseid, his forces. Man, they are so much better than what we got in the original. Steppenwolf here looks so much better and less uh, less as dumb as the original. In this one, he's a much bigger threat. In the other one, not so much. Darkseid here, the voice actor for Darkseid, man, he does a great job. I love his his voice and how Darkseid does look like a huge threat. My God, that is amazing. I think my only problem with this is they did try cramming a lot of people into this film. I feel like that was really their attempt to try putting as many people as possible into this. I feel like you shouldn't have done that, but oh well, and it still was fine, and they got a lot more development than they probably would have in the original. Alright, so as far as the special effects are concerned, I actually liked how well they looked here compared to 2017, especially for Steppenwolf, especially for Darkseid. I thought they did a great job with how they made these characters look. The fight scenes looked pretty good as well. Granted, they did look fake for the special effects at times, but they still weren't bad. I still very much enjoy them. The music was done well. I love the way this film was shot. If you put the Zack Snyder version and the original one side by side, you can definitely see the difference in how both films were shot. And yeah, I love this. Is there any flaws with the the way it was shot? Not really, not that I could see. I'm sure other people will be able to point out what they thought was a flaw with the way the film was shot, but still, not that bad. So, Zack Snyder's Justice League, is it better than the 2017 version? Yes. Is it better than Batman v Superman? Oh, yes. Is it another successful film for the DC Cinematic Universe? Absolutely. It's up there with Wonder Woman, its sequel, Aquaman, Shazam. This is the film they should have gone with. It's a shame they didn't, but I'm glad we ended up getting it years later. And it's definitely worth watching with your friends, with your loved ones, with your kids. It is a great film and one I highly recommend. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have a different opinion about the story or what you think of the other DC Cinematic Universe films, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe button. Check out my Facebook page. Check out my Twitter page. Check out T3 Media's channel. Subscribe to their channel. Continue with their videos. And I'll see y'all next time. Give you more love and more entertainment. Until then, guys, take care. Be safe. Love y'all. And goodbye.